Hey guys, Thad
And Grayson.
here for Iowa Budget RC, and we are going to pull the head off of this thing and see what it looks like inside. It's definitely got good compression when you crank it over and gets up to the compression stroke and boom. So that's a good sign, but I do want to take the head off and just make sure that, holy cow, that was tight. Make sure there's no major scoring or anything on the cylinder walls. I don't think there will be, but you never know. And Grayson's never seen the inside of a engine like this, so holy snikes.
Might need to get a stronger.
This is stronger Allen key.
Yeah.
No, this is perfect for this. It's just they've been really tight.
And they've been sitting in there for how long?
Well, yeah, the truck hasn't moved in 10 years, so... Ugh, okay, that one was fairly loose.
Yeah, but do you think that I can loosen them?
The couple that were fairly loose, maybe, but... Alright, so we're going to pop the head off. So there's the big cooling head. And we're going to get the bolts out of there.
Looks pretty nice.
Actually, the head is really nice. There's some scuffing, but actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a file and go across here and make these like on a finned valve cover on a car. And so take a file to it and just go across it and make these shiny silver, and that will you know, kind of give it that hot rod look. It'll kind of look like this, you know.
Our cat just about tripped me.
Yeah, our cat is a turd.
There he is.
All right, so here's the glow plug. As you can see, I do have a new glow plug for it. We're gonna go ahead and pop that head off. That's all there is to it.
What's wrong with this glow plug?
Well, nothing, but it's years and years and years old, and glow plugs are cheap. So here's the head gasket, the copper head gasket that's reusable. So let's take. Can you zoom in on that, Gray? Maybe I'll turn this light off so it shows up better. Does that show up better?
It looks in
Yeah,
pretty good
it looks
condition.
mint, and there, down there you can see the ports inside the engine. See how that is? Can you see that, Gray? So you've never seen the inside of a dirt bike engine. You gotta spin the flywheel, not the... So you've never seen the inside of a dirt bike engine, but these are the intake ports over here, and that's the exhaust ports. And so a two-stroke works where the intake and compression are one stroke and the power and exhaust stroke are the other stroke. And there's no, you know how on like your cars or whatever, there's valves that open up when on the intake and all the strokes. Well, this has no valves. It takes it all in through those ports, and that's how a two-stroke engine works. Everything feels pretty good. There is a little bit, seems like a little bit of a tight spot right there where it's sat. But as I work it in more, it seems okay. In fact, I'm going to grab the 3-in-1 oil here. I'm going to pause it for a minute and find my 3-in-1 oil.
All right,
so I'm just going to throw a little bit of 3-in-1 oil inside of this thing. And that smoothed it right up. You can hear the intake sucking in, and actually when Grayson's putting his finger on there, you can see it pulling the slide in. So everything's working as it should. That means the rings are good in the cylinder. I don't feel any kind of ring ridge or rust ridge or anything on it from the years of sitting. So basically we're gonna clean this thing up and pop it back in. I'm gonna pop the pipe off, and we'll clean that out, and stuff like that. But we got to go get some brake clean. We're also going to grab some lead weights from the auto parts store for
the Danchi.
Grayson's Danchi, and give it a little more low sprung weight. Don't do that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Do that so it sucks a little bit of oil in there, I guess. The more I do this, and with that oil, the smoother it gets. And as you can see, the rings are doing their job. They're holding the oil on top of the piston. So I'm gonna call this this motor good, and we'll go ahead and get some brake clean, get it cleaned up. Like I say, I'm gonna pull the at least the jets out of the Walboro carb, and
I don't feel
clean those up too. So anyway, that's where we're at with this. All right, made the head look like a fin valve cover, and I'm pretty happy with that. There's still some gouging in it from whenever it crashed, but after a bunch of filing and dremeling, I still can't get it out. So you know what? It's a basher truck. It's a monster truck. It's good enough for me. Can't get the glow plug out without the head being bolted down, so that's not going to get changed yet. The pipe was a little oily on the inside, but not bad. So like I say, we'll go get some brake clean and get everything cleaned up. Cylinder again looks freaking beautiful. There's a little bit of a tight spot right there when it comes up to the top of the compression stroke, and I don't know, but it doesn't feel, I think it feels to me like it's in the roto start. So we're gonna get rid of that anyway. Speaking of which, I'm gonna grab the parts we've got for this thing and show you what we've got. Well, first and foremost, here's the new wheels and tires. Look how big these things are. I mean, I've got big hands, and that's just as big as my hand, almost. They are the same diameter, but a shade bit wider than the ones that were on there. I'm gonna do some detailing to them. I think I'm gonna do like some silver paint on the lugs or something. I'm gonna do something just to make them not so black. I do have a roto starter in case the little dynamite pull starter does not work or doesn't fit or whatever. In order to use these big gas wheels, I had to get this 12 to 17 millimeter adapter kit that because these are 17s and the truck had 12s. And then I got a couple new glow plugs and the starter kit, basically, that has, you know, the glow plug igniter and the fill bottle and a couple tools and all that in there. So that's handy to have. And then I'll grab the body and show you. All right, so here is the body. I think I showed this one other time in the introductory video, but a little hard to see, but it's a J Concepts square body. This is the newer body style, square body, so it's got the straight body line here instead of the curved body line like the little Glacier. So I plan on painting this up like my brother's old truck, which was charcoal gray and then had a like a candy burgundy kind of colored stripe down here and roof. And so we'll see how that works out, but then I'll use this grill here because he had a tube grill and the dual headlights in his. And this is licensed GM, so it comes with all the different stickers and everything. His was actually a custom deluxe that the guy before him had put Silverado emblems on, so I don't know if I'll do the Silverado or if I'll do it custom deluxe like it's supposed to be, whatever. Grayson wants me to show you the tire up against his head, kind of like USA 1. That's how big these things are. So this thing's going to be awesome. But anyway, I'm going to go to the auto parts store and get what we need to get, and yeah, it'll sit a lot higher than that. A little bit of brake clean, a lot of bit of water, a little bit of scrubbing. She's pretty darn clean now. Good enough to start putting back together. Got the tank all cleaned out, and it's RD back in the house. So, all right, guys. Well, that's where we're gonna leave the video today. I've got everything all cleaned up. Put a little more oil inside the cylinder there. Still got to get some carb clean. I forgot to grab that at AutoZone. I was kind of miffed at those guys for not even knowing what stick-on wheel weights were, but that's the society we live in. You'd think a bunch of old guys that work at AutoZone would know what the hell stick-on lead wheel weights are. But anyway, so the nitro and the castor oil, whatever, has really left a coating on this that I cannot get off. I might take the Dremel to it and try and clean it up, or polish it up a little bit. The pipe cleaned up pretty good. Got all the oil and stuff out of the inside of that. So yeah, next time you see this, the motor will be all together. Like I say, I polished the edges of the head, and I just kind of give it that hot rod look, since it's a big block, and my brother's truck that he had was a big block, had a 454 in it. So anyway, next time you see this, the pull starter will be on it, and it'll be ready to fire up, I hope. So at least go back into the chassis. I'm going to stop at the hobby shop on Monday, which is my day off, and see about getting a battery that something like this that will power the receiver. And again, any kind of help you guys got as far as wiring these up, or like this little switch here. What the hell is this little switch that doesn't have a switch? That, you know, I have no clue what the heck that is. So you know, any kind of clue you guys can give me, I'd truly appreciate it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.